trying to break the will of the champions. Starts here in map number 1, Hacienda. A map picked here by TSM, and it only takes one amazing hill and 2 straight guys to just really catch fire, and TSM might probably score an upset, but easier said than done. Here we go. Hill number 1 coming through. SDE starts with them going down a little bit, and that's going to be the first wave. TSM actually finds the clean.
Yeah, pumping up here. Good cut there, from player 1. Extension to the lobby side. Good for 2 eliminations to his name here on his live. Over these first are scrambling across here on the connector side, and they're going to be able to get 2, but they're map control is pretty hot, and they do exactly just like that. Too flat on there is a slight bit of recovery now here from the side of Suavei Esports.
FDX just doing time around the hill, and that's how you try to put it in mobile now. Get your AR around the hill and make them play long ranges, and so far, that's done the numbers here for SDE. They do create the plays to put themselves to the road. With only 10 seconds remaining here, you would walk the setup on the P, and so far, for Suavei Esports, everybody just connecting and getting all of these kills.
Yeah, a bit of a close-out fight there as well on towards the P1 side. But formation looks to be actually providing a lot more better angle here for the side of Suavei Esports as they try to go for the striker on the rock side. Now it's going to be a formation here for the side of TSM to try to probably strike and stack this hill here from the front. 4-man push here from the back, though. Opera side of Suavei Esports close through the smoke, going to go for the spray, but the feed is going to be painted in blue.
Wow.
TSM once again wipes the players of Suavei Esports.
Yeah, just 4 guys around the hill and just survive through the smoke and get those kills, and AG able to peel off the guys, trying to make that spawn flip work for the side of SDE. So now they're going to be coming through the driveway. And again, Yato and Reef is going to be the marquee matchup that you want to play. They're the difference maker for this team, and Reef being the main OBJ. If you can shut him down, your team is going to take away a map. And so far, they've done a great job at keeping it very scrappy, but again, you got to sustain this kind of performance against SDE all throughout the lobby.
Yeah, Tempest is going to be out here, but it's going to be falsely invested by the side of AG. Fortunately, though, the cavalry is going to be enough for them to sustain the last scrap time as Josh finds a double there with a Type 63, and the early rotation, though, will be brought over by the side of Suavei Esports as FDX leads the way, but has to deal with 2 players there, one from the top, one from the opposite side, and as we go for an opener now here on the Speed 3 side, should be wild side here for the side of Suavei Esports.
Yeah, gunfight-wise, SDE is the one actually falling down. DSM is just really good at just finding this kill so far, but that would soon come to an end. SP3 is going to be popping off. It's where a little bit of SDE do shine some light, and the spawn trap already ensuing here for FDX. That's going to be a 2-piece, so that's the first clear off. Now Clove decides to pull in the equalizer to find 2 kills, and that's just enough to put themselves right back with the lead.
Yeah, good sense of place there to split up the players of TSM. After all, when you have this kind of roster up on the other side, you don't really want to give them any opportunities to push cohesively as a unit, and that's exactly what Star Wars is able to do. Hence why now they're going to be able to up the points here by 20 for them. Now a bit of a recovery now here for the side of TSM, able to get a break here for the scrap time. Double man push here on the well side, and that should be enough as well for Suavei Esports to get the hill right back. 10 dying alone here in a 1v2 inside of the hill, but still wins the fight on the first, and ensuring that the last initial few seconds doesn't come out freely for the side of Suavei Esports.
Or moving on to new, Tin has got 19. That's the highest on the lobby. Early rotation coming in for Team Star Magic, which has a 10-point lead that they're just trying to erase. They should get these operators to extend out and do a lot of damage and get them some time around the hill. So far, SDE spawning on the boathouse with 2 operators invested for Team Star Magic. That has allowed them to score the first 20 points, but they got a lot more operators to try to prove around the map, and this spiral from Tin definitely gonna be putting a lot of damage in here right now.
Beautiful.
As Clove falls on the open play. This P4 methodical coming through the TSM players.
Beautiful definition for the side of TSM. 4 operators invested, but leads down to a probable full 60 now. Player tree skirt here off the flank from the water side. Gets taken down. TSM in control so far once again. 5-man pusher from the front side. Crossfires, not really set enough. And should be a break for the side of Suavei Esports at the end, but it's only good for the last 8 seconds.
You don't want to be playing Hacienda no more with this TSM roster right now, as they are definitely popping off. You got Tin with 24, Yato with 20, AG with 22. And to make it more impressive, SDE entering P1 has no guy above 20 elimination right now. That's how incredible the gunfighting has just been for TSM, but how long can they keep it up as SDE looks to try to build around this next hill?
Looks off for the wrap there. The Tempest doesn't really sustain its life for the side of Star Esports. That machine here for the side of Skirt. Clearing up the top lobby side. Goes for the spray, finds one player there up the cross, but can't find the accumulation. But the rest of the players of Sour Esports are going to be finding themselves inside of the hill. So far, no lobbies control, no hallways as well. Leads to another opening break for the side of TSM.
Here we go, SDE Skurd making the play. He gets those two guys right through his face. But TSM, you gotta admire it, man. This gunfighting is just insane. They are flushing SDE wave by wave. And to do that on a P1 is interesting. But we move on. P2 definitely gonna be very scrappy, as well as that P3. That's where Stalwart Esports found their footing, so they gotta just have to survive this next hill for now.
Really gnarly gunfight here for TSM. Still though, not really breaking through inside of this game. Now they're gonna deal with another 4-man push here from the back. Once again, exactly how it went down in the first rotation here on P2. Reef leads the way with a Sparrow. Putting all down, not able to get the not just yet, no threats whatsoever. The equalizer comes out here for the side of Clove though, but only good for 2 elimination.
Oh my
and it's still gonna be TSM sustaining their lives away.
Oh my days, TSM just really incredible at finding the nooks and crannies of this P2. But now, SDE able to stabilize. Oh my god! Just when you thought they were able to stabilize, Freezy decides to pull on a 2-piece from the guy on white and 2 checkers. And Jai, again, this War Machine usually finds a ton of value, but there's no value on it right now. The pressure is on. Team Star Magic on point on this map number 1.
Yeah, clubbing down the players of Sour Esports TSM on Werner. So far, here in so much control. And now, last 10 seconds here on this P2, and it's still going to be fought for, but the players of TSM, well, the rest of the crew is still going to try to go for the scrap time. They get the break, but they only take 2 seconds out from the hands of TSM on that P2.
Here we go. This is where you're banking a lot if you're FDX and Stalwart Esports. This is how you want to try to put your name back into the game. You've done so much controlling that well spawn. And SDE Skirt has got the Death Machine to play around with, but the Yato Hunter Killer Throne enough to take control of the offense building. And now they're sending number 3 in AG to make the play around the pillars to try to flip the spawn. And if that happens, this game might just topple over TSM. SDE falls down, the spawn flip! Oh my god! AG, what are you on?
Another break bites the dust for the side of TSM. Scrappy inside of the hill. A big 1v1 for player 5. Can he get it? Freezy makes it done. That mission's gonna be out here for the side of Josh. And TSM once again on the driver's seat.
Oh my god, it's just unreal. SDE, this was their main hill to hold. But now that has all gone to waste. And talking about the gunfights once again, you only have one guy in SD that's got 30 kills, and that's FDX. TSM has got 3 of those, and one guy just about to break 40. And Josh will make the plays around this mid battle as we enter this P4. And again, serious battle up ahead here. SDE needs to pull up some resistance, and if they want to force a comeback, it starts here on this P4. They get the wave done in this matchup so far in this first 20 seconds, and with no operator coming out of TSM, this is the right time for you to bounce your way back into the game.
Oh, Reef just scrambling there with a Sparrow. Nobody drops down. And AG's now going to be able to have his own run here with a Tempest as well. They push back the players of Sour Esports once again. And then looking to be a repeat on how it went down on the first set of P4. Jai eats the Tempest. The War Machine gets canceled out. And the players of Sour Esports are washed away.
Oh, it's just crazy that AG, again, after not playing for a couple of months of Call of Duty Mobile competitive, he's here with 40 eliminations against his former teammate. The redemption against them is gonna be the talk of town if ever this one is absolutely pulled off by TSM. Still got a lot to go though. SDE definitely a bit more better in terms of condensing around the point. Now need a couple of more adjustments to stay alive. This P1, P2 definitely is the one making them hurt. Now AG and the crew definitely pulling up, piping hot in these eliminations, and now Freezy brings out the War Machine, and this is the problem SDE is encountering right now. Whenever these operators are being invested, they do not get the shot down, and that prompts TSM to play a lot with more pace and space. With Freezy making that break, TSM now advancing with 200 points.
Yeah, big problem here for Sour Esports. One of their slayers, Reef, not really feeding off this very moment right now. Has been pretty absent in regards to the initials of the first deck of the 2 hard points now. Talk about P1 here, back on track to go. Suavei Esports, Sense of Life, able to hurdle on. Playing this 1-all strategy once again. But as much as they try to sustain, the players of TSM here just fending them off, finding the pickoffs right from the hallway side, but they're still going to be able to get the bulk of the time here on this P1. And once again, Cal, we go back to P2 here. It's going to be the same formation here one time around.
Oh man, it's the TSM. I wonder how they are kind of playing it. There's 3. I mean, that's how you counter the operators. There's 3 trophy systems around the point, and there's 3 guys around the parameter to make the play happen. And the trades go quicker. Now, spawns are definitely in favor of TSM right now, and they just going to be sent out to make the play around the back. The driveway has been successfully taken by AG with that 3 Ps, and we are nearing this game's end. Star Wars Esports, nothing provided in this game right now. TSM might just be able to end it here in this P2.
AG on 52, Yato on 50. Revenge is on for TSM. Star Esports still looking to get a break. Triple match speed here for the side of STE. Should it be enough for them to get it? Yes, they do. They stay alive. Last 12 though for the side of TSM. If you are Star Esports, you can't afford to put up any mistakes.
Can we see the best comeback be provided here by STE as they move on in their best hill? P3 is the way to go, but the problem is they gotta cut off TSM, who is going to be attacking the fences, and it's all down to Jai to make the play around the back, but he falls down, so now the spawns are flipped. TSM is in a position to make the plays and go for the pinch. With only FTX playing around the point, TSM might just be able to do it with AG scoring 53 elimination. The stand looks so good so far in this first 10 seconds, but with this guy from the top dropping down, Breezy and TSM has now got what it takes to make the plays, but FTX again shining upon SDE with the operator and the individual gunfights. This Tempest has kept SDE alive.
Could it be the Dreams Crushers? Star Esports bouncing back off towards this game. Last 3 here for the side of TSM. Not really getting closer at all here on this P3. And this much more over. Solidified by the side of Star Esports here, Cali.
Oh man, SDE just find their way back in this game and just surviving out of Jai and FTX. Those ARs are definitely going to make matters worse right now for TSM, who is trying to break through this P3. Now moving on to New, it's going to be a race. TSM early on the rotation, and they only need 3 points to make this win. Josh pulls down. The cutoff is not going to be prime, and you got no operators to back you up right now. Breezy is going to be here holding his life, but Clove gets the shot down. SDE managed to find the break inside, but Josh with the 2-piece makes the push through, gets the contest inside. It's only 3 points that they need, and Tin is going to be the guy in front of you that will not win the gunfights. SDE continues to linger inside of the hill. This fight not get over. SDE still alive.
TSM pushed back. Star Esports about to put up a sour comeback. The same as its lives away, more than enough time to close out the game as well. AG with a Tempest, gonna make the play from the top side of the hallway. FTX good for 1 elimination. Back and forth battle as we speak. Last winning for the side of STE, last 3 for TSM. And then despite the fact that the odds seems to favor the players of STE, it might be TSM pulling away with this one, with Josh, with the death machine.
And the